In my last video I looked at the grey fantail. I found a nest site where there were two parents taking turns in looking after their young. I'm very privileged, and today I'm going to do a drawing on the grey fantail nest. It's good to get out in the wild and have a look at these guys up close. It's better than looking in a book, for sure, and I recommend people just get outdoors sometimes and do some sketching. But now, back into the studio. I'm just going to start off with a little cup shape, and that's one of the things about this, is that amazing, almost like a goblet, like a cup shape. And the lines that I'm doing now, which the twigs that they've nested in, they sort of form almost like, guidelines to drag your eye into where the nest is. I've started off just drawing a few little shapes. There are many different ways of approaching drawing. So what I'm doing now is shading. You squint your eyes, you look at the subject, you sort of see it's sort of blurry, it takes out all the detail and you can see where the shade is. And so I very gently just shade in areas. I look at the darkest bits and maybe shade them in first. And as I go, just keep going, almost like focusing a camera, just very, very slowly bringing it into focus the more and more detail I put on. And that is another method of drawing. But I use combinations of methods usually. Early on in the piece I'm drawing the eye. It's one of those things that if I get the eye right, it gives me the confidence to finish the rest of the drawing. So I'm shading in now with a 6B pencil, which is really, really dark and very soft. You have to keep sharpening this pencil. Marking in all the characteristics of the little markings on their face. The grey fantail is usually a really dark grey, almost black, and it just has some pale patches around. So these are real definite features of the grey fantail. And moving along, you can see I've shaded in more and got a bit more shape happening there. You can do sort of quick lines, like real confident lines. That often makes the difference between an amateur and a professional looking drawing. Just sort of the bold, quick, confident lines. Now this wonderful nest which is made up of moss, little tiny twigs, other fibres, and then rendered in spiderweb. This one has a very thin layer of spiderweb over the whole lot, so it's almost like a spider's come along and cocooned the actual nest. And I really wanted to make sure I get this little bit down here, which is very much a feature. It just sort of looks like twigs and spiderwebs all just trailing off here, and yeah, it's a nice looking nest. It's a very attractive looking nest and very unique looking, very neat. And there you have a grey fantail sitting on the nest. I'll see you for the next one.